Right now, historic heavy rains hit Northern California, bringing dangerous flooding. Also, tens of thousands of mourners pay their last respect to Pope Benedict. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. Floodwaters and watches are in effect in parts of Northern California in the aftermath of a powerful storm that drenched the state over New Year's weekend. Many residents in Sacramento County have been ordered to evacuate after the historic rains caused at least 2 levees to be breached. First responders rescued at least a dozen stranded drivers from the air. Authorities are calling the situation incredibly dangerous.
And I told my husband, no, I'm not safe. I don't feel safe.
This is crazy. I've never seen it so deep here.
Across Northern California, neighborhoods have been submerged. Let's go out to the weather patio. Kelly Slifka. Pretty quiet around here.
Right now, it is pretty quiet. We are waiting for the storm system to be affecting us. We've been talking about that storm system out west for a while now, and this is the one that will bring us mainly a rain event here in southern Wisconsin. It'll be mainly northern Wisconsin and areas to the west that will see the major impacts. Right now, we're at 33, so we have climbed above freezing here in Madison. It's just kind of cloudy, not too breezy right now, and everything's pretty calm, at least before the storm moves in. It'll probably be moving in tonight. Now, you can see how broad this storm system really kind of winding up across the plains. It's spilling the cloud cover over the upper Mississippi Valley and the Great, holding off to the west, but that will be arriving a little bit later on tonight. Meantime, what we're watching are the temperatures. It looks like we'll top out in the upper 30s this afternoon before starting to fall off into the lower 30s. And that's a little bit concerned, especially areas toward the Wisconsin River Valley, where some of this precipitation as it moves in might actually freeze on contact. It looks like it'll be a minor accumulation, and that won't be until around midnight or so. In the meantime, the afternoon looks quiet, just rather cloudy, kind of gray out here. High temperatures in the upper 30s. Talk more about this storm system and the impacts, and we'll track it coming up.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you then. Thank you. Tens of thousands of people are filing by Pope Emeritus Benedict's body as it lies in state in St. Peter's Basilica. These are live pictures from the Vatican. Many of the first viewers this morning were tourists, pilgrims, or Romans who lined up near St. Peter's Square before dawn. Pope Benedict's body was moved from a monastery inside the Vatican walls to a basilica of St. Peter in the early morning hours. A small group of Benedict's closest aides and carers gathered around the body at the monastery before it was moved. A short ceremony was conducted before the doors of the basilica were opened to the public. Public viewing lasts for 10 hours today. 12 hours of viewing are scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday before Thursday morning's funeral, which will be led by Pope Francis in the square. And this is a live look at Santos, Brazil, where mourners are paying their respects to soccer great Pelé. He died Thursday at the age of 82 after a battle with cancer. His coffin was placed on the stadium field where he scored some of the best goals of his career. His burial will take place in a cemetery only 600 meters away on Tuesday. In Australia, 4 people have died. 3 others are in critical condition after 2 helicopters collided midair. The accident happened just outside of the popular SeaWorld theme park on the Gold Coast. The tragedy unfolded at the height of the tourist season as many families opt for a New Year helicopter ride. Authorities say initial information indicates one of the helicopters had been taking off the other landing when they hit, sending one plummeting to the beach below. People on jet skis and in boats rushed to the scene before first responders could reach the sandbank. Ukraine's capital city has been hit by drones for the second night in a row. According to the city's military administration, at least 20 drones were shot down overnight, several targeting critical infrastructure and energy facilities that were damaged. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry says 63 of its soldiers have been killed by a Ukrainian strike on a facility in the eastern part of the country where military personnel were stationed. The strike, using a U.S.-supplied precision weapon, delivered a new setback for Russia, which in recent months has reeled from a Ukrainian counteroffensive. The 134th Rose Parade is underway this morning in Pasadena, themed Turning the Corner. The parade celebrates the new year and optimism that the pandemic will be in the rearview mirror. Following tradition, the floral spectacle, the Rose Bowl college football game, held on a Monday, when January 1st falls on a Sunday. And the sun is setting on an era of Rose Bowl history when number 7 Utah faces number 9 Penn State this afternoon. The 109th edition of the granddaddy of them all is the last that's guaranteed to feature the game's time-honored pairing of a Pac-12 and Big Ten teams. The game's status as a college football playoff semifinal next season and the expanded playoff in 2024 has put the future in flux for the sport's oldest active bowl game. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Setting New Year's resolutions isn't just for adults. Why kids should be setting goals for 2023. That's when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
In need of home repairs? From stairs and railings to roofing and plumbing, Habitat Dane County works alongside families to ensure safe, stable housing for years to come. Qualifications are based on income, need, and willingness to partner. Don't delay. Apply today.
Cold winter weather's here, so why feel it inside your own home and in your wallet? USA Insulation's premium injection foam fills every crevice of your walls, even going over your existing inferior insulation. Our foam gives you high-tech comfort and saves you money on utility bills year-round. So stop bundling up and start building savings. Call now and get up to a 30% tax credit and low monthly payments.
USA Insulation.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our New Year's Plexiderm 10-Minute Challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 this New Year at plexidermtrial.com.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-Minute Challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. This New Year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. So if under-eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this New Year and see that younger-looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
In an interview with CBS News Face the Nation, Bank of America's chief U.S. economist Michael Gapen warned the risk of recession this year is high, but he says it may not be a deep or prolonged one. His warning comes as there are signs the Federal Reserve's decision to raise interest rates 7 times in 2022 is having some effect on record inflation levels. Gapen added that it could take 2 or 3 years before prices get back down to pre-pandemic levels. Next month, Starbucks lovers are going to have to pay more to earn free drinks and food. The popular coffee chain is making changes to its rewards program, which gives loyal customers stars towards free items with every purchase. Starting February 13th, it could take 50 additional stars than previous levels to get that free latte or muffin. And later this week, McDonald's will launch the Double McPlant at all of its United Kingdom and Ireland restaurants in partnership with Beyond Meat. In a press release, the fast food giant says it is doubling up its vegan meatless patty sandwich due to the popularity of its single patty offering, which first launched back in September 2021. McDonald's has tested the McPlant at select U.S. restaurants, but the company has not announced any plans to launch it nationwide so far. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Courtney Keeley.
Well, there are no stock or egg prices today. All the markets are closed for the New Year's Day observance. Well, adults aren't the only ones that can make New Year's resolutions. It's a great time of year for kids to also form good habits for 2023 and beyond. Bradley Blackburn has more on how to help set goals and stick to resolutions.
Wendy Severino and her daughters are making New Year's resolutions for the first time.
Spend more time together as a family, have dinner together 3 to 4 days without cell phones on the table.
And the girls?
I really just want to keep my grades up since I just entered high school.
Instead of scrolling through TikTok or any other apps, we could do something more productive.
Pediatrician Dr. Steph Lee says setting goals is important for children. Resolutions can help kids make good decisions, build self-confidence, and improve troubleshooting skills.
Especially if they have trouble with reaching their New Year's resolutions, then you can help them figure out how to adapt and persevere in order to reach their goals.
Some ideas from the American Academy of Pediatrics for preschoolers cleaning up toys by putting them where they belong or trying new foods, especially different colors of vegetables. For kids 5 to 12, drinking water every day and keeping soda and fruit drinks only for special times, or trying to find a new physical activity or sport and doing it at least 3 times a week. And for teens, trying to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep and resisting peer pressure to try cigarettes, e-cigarettes, drugs, or alcohol.
Make sure you try to encourage sticking to your goals, making sure to write them down somewhere so they're physically visible. Also, making sure that they're actually achievable.
These sisters are hopeful.
I think we can, with the motivation of our parents, we can. And
we stick together.
Yeah.
Get through it together.
Setting goals and bonding as a family. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Good advice. Well, Kelly has the midweek forecast next, and then today on Live at 4, we'll meet the author of the book, The Minimum Method, The Least You Can Do to Be a Stronger, Healthier, and Happier You.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm going to gag or I'm going to go play football. I've tried every over-the-counter whitening because, I'm one of those people that obsessed with white teeth.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth this new year by ordering Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the regular price. Yes, 50% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Please welcome Brian Tyree Henry.
There is a lot to love on the Jennifer Hudson Show. King Kong was my first love.
So you just feel...
Are you fanning yourself?
It's my show.
on the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
Taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
As we mentioned, there are no farm numbers today because of the holiday. The Green Bay Packers kept their playoff hopes alive by defeating NFC rival, the North rival, the Minnesota Vikings, Sunday at Lambeau Field. They now face the Detroit Lions on Sunday in Green Bay, and Packer fans will find out after tonight's NFL game what time Sunday's kickoff will be. Their path to a wild card game is fairly simple. Just beat Detroit. Weather looking a little more mild in Green Bay this coming weekend. Kelly's here now with our weather.
Yeah, what are the chances of seeing 2 nice weekends in a row in Green Bay this time of the year?
Slim.
Very slim, but we'll take it, and maybe they'll give them some good luck and win this weekend. But anyway, we're kind of looking out with the weather so far this morning. I know we've been talking about a big storm system down to our south and west. We're primarily going to be on the warm side of it. The only concern that we have, really, at least initially, is the possibility of a little bit of freezing rain developing. That'll be later tonight toward 10 o'clock to about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, up toward the Wisconsin River. That looks like the best opportunity of seeing temperatures at or just maybe a degree or so below freezing, at least for a time. It doesn't look like it'll last right into the morning hours tomorrow, as temperatures will continue to climb as we continue to see warming temperatures out ahead of the storm system. That's not going to be the case out to the west. What a mess they got going on in Minnesota, Iowa, and northwestern Wisconsin. They have an ice storm warning in southern Minnesota. That means the ice could accumulate 1/4 of an inch, so that could cause some problems, obviously, with the power lines. Thankfully, we'll see nothing like that, so that'll stay off to our west. But there is the potential of seeing a little minor ice accumulation once you get up toward the Wisconsin River, the Dells. If you are headed up toward Black River Falls, Eau Claire, or La Crosse, some of those roads, especially those secondary roads, may see a little bit of icing develop. Now, we're not going to see a whole lot of snow out of this system. We will see a little bit of snow developing by late Tuesday night into a Wednesday, but for us, it looks like the accumulations would be fairly minor, under 2 inches, mainly 1 to 2 inches of snow, slushy accumulations, heavier snow. In fact, parts of the Dakotas could be talking about 1 foot to 1.5 foot, at least South Dakota, while that'll taper off to maybe 6 to 8 inches up in the Eau Claire area when everything is said and done. Now, mild and dry, so if you are traveling about this afternoon, even into the early evening, I think you'll be okay. It really won't be until after 9 o'clock into the midnight hour. Areas to the north and west may have some of that freezing rain possible later on tonight. And then eventually all of this will change over to some light snow showers Tuesday night into Wednesday. It looks like right now it could actually last into Wednesday night. So this storm system is going to move in, and then it's just going to sit over southern Wisconsin toward the middle of the week. Right now we're at 33, 36 in Janesville. You can see those temperatures are below freezing, though, in the Dells up toward Camp Douglas and Broquel right now, even in the upper 20s. Right now across Dane County, we're all sitting in the lower 30s. Everybody is sitting above freezing. We'll continue to climb for the afternoon. Temperatures are rising through the 30s, should be rising into the upper 30s this afternoon. Noticing around 10 o'clock, we're sitting close to freezing here in the Madison area. Areas to the north, once again, some locations could be below freezing. You see that pink showing up. That would be indicating a little bit of rain mixed with some snow. Primarily rain from Madison areas to the south overnight tonight. Then everybody turns over to rain overnight, so the roads should not be a concern for tomorrow. Then just rain showers on and off throughout the day tomorrow. It's not going to be an all-day rain by any means, but just some showers just about at any time. Then that area of low pressure, you can see how it rotates out of Iowa right into southwestern Wisconsin as we go into Wednesday. On and off snow showers throughout the day, and it's just going to kind of sit and spin over southern Wisconsin. It looks like right into late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So kind of unsettled weather pattern for the next few days. It's going to be a long duration system. Most of the effects will be happening later on tonight. Tomorrow, just some wet weather and temperatures falling throughout the day. Pretty steady temperatures throughout the end of the week, and our next chance of snow will come in on Saturday.
Don't head north, I guess, is the
I would say anything north of the Dells, you're going to run into a lot of problems.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. Up next, Howard's having a cold beer in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
January is National Soup Month, and I can't think of a better time to dig into a steaming bowl of soup. So that's what we're making today, and it'll go with all our game day favorites. Just wait until you see all the fun ways we can serve it. All we do is heat some milk with a little beer in a soup pot. That can be anything from light beer or a dark stout to non-alcoholic. See, I told you this would be good for game day. Once it's heated through, we add 2 jars of cheese bread. And to give this a boost of flavor, we add some condensed chicken broth, straight from a can, a touch of Worcestershire, and a shake or 2 of hot sauce. Now, to give this body, we stir in some cornstarch mixed with more beer and let it simmer until it thickens up. Now, as for ways to serve this, how about pouring shots so everyone can get a taste? Or, better yet, serve it in an edible bread bowl topped with bacon and scallions. I hope you'll go online so you can celebrate National Soup Month with our creamy beer cheese soup that'll make you the talk of the table. When the flavor is this good, you can't go wrong. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for an easier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Bag sale, 15% off. So I was thinking we could fix up a few things around here. New cordless drill, so we can finally hang those pictures. LED bulbs, that'll help with the electric bill. Picked up some toothpaste for us. Always need batteries. New coat of paint for the mudroom. And finally, something to unclog that basement sink.
The bag is back. Hurry in and get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag now at Menards.
Hi, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me May 2nd through the 12th as we tour Scotland and Northern Ireland. This trip is rich with history, exploring places like the Edinburgh Castle and the Titanic Belfast Museum. We'll also enjoy the gorgeous scenery and friendly people of these two unique countries. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information.
With my low energy, I can't even blow up this celebratory balloon.
At Planet Fitness, there's hope. Now through January 12th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023 in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized.
Low E? Not for me.
Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, January 12th.
Only a wise and lucky few understand the amazing benefits of real sauna bathing. Leisure Concepts has Finnish and infrared saunas that set up in a flash and will get you through winter happy and healthy. Now watch closely to see my favorite part of sauna bathing. Get to Leisure Concepts on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here taking your calls at 608-270-9933. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
And what is this you brought?
So this is, there's been a trend the last few years of what I like to call competitive plant collecting.
Really?
Yes, and it's a big thing, especially with young people, which I love because that means they're getting into plants. And this is a philodendron called Birkin. And so it's super easy to grow. Just because they're competitive and really special or rare or the hot new plant does not mean that they are difficult to grow. A lot of them are just, you know, hybridizing of sort of old standbys and favorite plants. And so it's got beautiful striped leaves and variegated. It's really gorgeous.
So how does the word get out about what plant is hot?
Well, there are a number of forums online, on Facebook. People Instagram their plants all the time. So, you know, you can either follow the trends or start a trend.
All right. And this plant used to be what?
Yeah, this
85
plant, yeah, like last year, this plant was about $80, and now it's down to $35. And this is a beauty. I mean, it's a really good-looking one. Sometimes they're really small, but we'll see what comes in.
Do you have a table there at the
We do put them by the plant desk if we think that they're super cool and special, so you can find them right away.
All right. Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. What's your question?
My question is, we just sold the house, and we need to move up north. And I have a large asparagus bed that was just starting to really produce. I want to know, is there any way that I can salvage that and take that with me?
Well, you can't do it now. You're going to have to wait till spring, and then you can dig up the clumps.
But I think they're moving.
Yes. You know, when I sold my house in Tacoma, I wrote into my agreement that I could come back in the spring and take some plants out. So you might want to do something like that, talk to your realtor. But it is not, there's no way to do it now that the ground is frozen. You'll have to wait until spring and just hope that the new owner will let you take some of your asparagus plants with you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Diane in Baraboo. Hi, Diane. What's your question?
Yes, I have a purple passion, and I've got it on a stick where it's growing like a vine. But I don't know what else to do with it. Am I doing something wrong or right?
Well, no, they are a twining plant, so they don't need to, they don't have feet that stick on something, but they do twine with tendrils. And so having it in the house is good right now. Put it in a high light space. Make sure that you don't overwater it. And then once we get to, say, early March, mid-March, you can start fertilizing it and then move it outside into a place with a lot of light if you want to get those beautiful flowers on it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'm just wondering about outdoor plants right now. We lost the snow cover, the insulation.
Yes.
And now it's going to rain and then probably freeze again.
Yes, I know. The weather's a roller coaster. And for the most part, nature figures out what to do with the weather. Since we've lost the snow cover, if we get really serious, you know, polar vortex kind of temperatures, that can be really hard on your evergreens. So you might want to pick up, there's a product called Wilt Proof that you can spray on most evergreens that'll sort of seal up the pores that sort of lose moisture during the summer or during the winter when it's really cold. Watch for things like, especially rhododendrons, like the leaves will curl. We call that quilling. That happens a lot.
And you know, just last week we were talking about the snow.
How much I love it, but how a shovel, but it's good.
And how it was, bringing down the arborvitae.
Right.
And
yeah, so now's the time to knock that off, but you know, who knows what's going to happen. So, yeah, it's the weather. Mother Nature, thank you.
It's weather.
It's weather. There you go.
All right, we are out of time. We have a couple callers waiting if you want to.
I'd be delighted.
Hang on. At least we'll talk to you in the newsroom.
Yep.
And we'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah, you will see me Wednesday on 4. Yep.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Here's Kelly with one final check of the forecast.
All right, we are watching some of the snow that has been developing off to our west. This is well into Minnesota. A lot of this that you're seeing over southern Wisconsin is not reaching the ground, but it is kind of indicating that the atmosphere is starting to moisten up a little bit. I think we're going to be okay in southern Wisconsin, at least into the early evening. So if you are traveling anywhere, you should be okay. It won't be until later this evening, especially areas to the northwest of Madison, say along the Wisconsin River, areas to the northwest. Could be encountering a little bit of icing developing this evening, mainly toward midnight and maybe a couple of hours after midnight before everybody just turns over to all rain. So this can be mainly a rain event for most of southern Wisconsin, and then we'll see that chance of some rain and snow developing by Tuesday night and into a Wednesday, with the snow tapering off by Wednesday afternoon, just minor accumulation.